force of your bond. A power like light itself, unseen for generations. A dyad in the force.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Dyad in the Force, episode 273. The one about some old show. Is it old? Is it considered old? It's 2 years old. That might be seeing a resurgence as of late. But also,
should.
But also, we're just gonna have fun again. I have another edition of Guess That Silhouette. I have added an interim, so the silhouettes this time will have a silhouette on its own, then with the background, because that's already a gimme, and then the full picture. So stick around for that game that we like to play with everybody. Choco, not Hail Hydra.
Yeah, I was coming in hot from work today. Had someone walk in as they were trying to lock the doors. So, but I mean,
I just want one Slurpee, man. I just want one Slurpee, man.
Yes. No, but yeah, it didn't take too long, but it was still exhausting. It's been a long week. It's been a long week.
Glad to hear it's at least busy. Which is a good thing in your industry. But shout out to everyone in the chat. Return of the Craig, Emac, Kenny, Cubcost, VGC, always in there. Lord Goob. Kenny says, Choco is a suit. Let's go. Yes, Choco is a suit. Shout out to Spooky Kitty. Shout out to Curl Bounce on TikTok. Shout out to Alex Let's-Yo. Thank you for liking the stream. Also, if you're on the YouTube side, don't forget to smash that thumbs up. Really helps us out. But yeah, before we get into our talk and discussion on our main subject, which of course we are opening up the live calls. If you have some chiming to do or chiming in to do, what's been going on?
Well, it's a sad day that Destiny received its final update. But its final update's a banger. Like, bro, I don't even understand what is wrong with this company, because for their final update, they gave everyone everything they asked for over these many years. And you're like, if you had to just give it, God.
Well, that's the thing, right? They have the freedom to do so. It's like, all right, this is because I read that twab, and they were like, since this is our last update, we're just gonna give you all this shit that you've been asking for.
Yeah. Oh, YouTube comments aren't showing up on the screen.
They aren't.
Yeah.
Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on.
No, but like, Sparrow League Racing is back. They took away like the weird entry point that we had. They gave us a like new stasis grenade. There's new aspects. There's new melees. Like and all of them are good. And then they buffed a bunch of stuff. They reworked all of the exotics.
They brought back a SRL as well. Just all of the things.
Now every single exotic has a catalyst in the game. All the loot is now tiered. They just did all the stuff.
Which is all. I don't want to bring down the mood, but it always happens on the heels of people just being let go. Right? Taken King happens.
I smell
people
profit.
Get laid off.
Good evening, guys. Clapping emoji.
Hey, shout out to Travis Mitchell for the $4.99 ramen drop. I appreciate you. Good evening to you as well. So Taken King drops. Layoffs. Forsaken drops. Layoffs. Final Shape, massive layoffs. All banger updates.
Yep. And then they're like, "Oh, how come our updates aren't hitting like before?" It's because you laid everyone off. Like you gotta. I just don't get it. And they're like, "Nah, but marathon is the future." And you're like,
see,
there's marathon's like all-time peak is Destiny 2's like population with the game dying.
Marathon's all-time peak is this.
You mean the
peak.
like Plagueis?
Yeah. No, but man, the industry keeps on getting it wrong. Okay, it's not about stretching yourself thin and taking on as many projects as possible. I've been part of a studio that does that, and it's not about maximizing your margins because that's myopic. It is about nurturing your talent, making sure the talent stays. But if it's a revolving door, you're constantly going to have new people that need to be ramped up, and you're constantly going to have veterans that understand the product and IP the most leave, or in this case, get laid off. Jeez.
But also, like, I mean, I feel like one thing companies always underestimate is morale.
Yeah.
Like the morale of your workforce. You can't look at it as if it's just a bunch of numbers, right? It's kind of like the doorman problem in AI. You know, they're like, "Oh, this all this guy does is open the door," and you're like, "No, he gets to know the people. He answers questions. He makes people feel safe. He knows the regulars. He knows in an off chance who to let in and who not to. Like, there's 1,000 like tiny things that makes him what he is, and none of that is the job, you know. And that's kind of like with the development cycle is these people are a team, like, and your team becomes a family, and you start working towards this goal, and you're putting your heart and soul into, and all of you guys you're super excited, you want the fan base, you're not just clocking in to just input data, you know. And I don't know.
Yeah, it's no wonder that most historied and storied IPs, like, if they last more than 5 years, you always get the sentiment, no matter what IP it is, like, it just doesn't feel the same because everybody is gone.
You know what? I mean,
if you think about how
call me a socialist for this, but I feel like if all public companies, if your employees owned 50% of the stock, like 50% of the stock, it automatically is just spread out through the workforce. I feel like that would change everything.
Yeah, I mean,
right? Everyone, it would be tied. They're incentivized for, you know, what they're doing, and if they don't do well, obviously they don't get that. But, you know, it makes them part of the team. You know, once upon a time, no one left any job because they all got pensions and all this stuff. And, like, I don't know, it's just a weird. It's weird.
It's always the discussion that happens, like, whenever we see, like, horror stories of managers who demand, like, you know, overtime and, like, triple the amount of work, and you're like, they're not profiting off of this, you know. So they're giving as much as you're paying. Shout out to Kenny who says, but we're getting Ocarina of Time, Crazy Taxi, Spyro, Halo. I've went back 20 plus years in game starting next year. GTA 6 what? Which is funny because, like, I finally found a game that has gotten me off of Final Fantasy 14 for the time being until Evercold. I mean, I'm gonna juggle them both, but when I'm done with, like, my dailies and stuff, I go on to Forza Horizon 6, and it's because a good friend of the channel,
it's amazing,
Cal, started sending me pics, and he was like, hey, this one takes place in Japan. I was like, And me being like eternally unfamiliar with Forza, I thought it was like another sim. But that's motorsport.
Yeah.
And I'm used to Gran Turismo, and I didn't realize like Horizon was their like free roam kind of quote unquote GTA style type of like, you know, driver. And so it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of scouting out places I've been to in Japan, finding initial D maps. It's a shame not all of the maps. Well, that's because Initial D goes further than Tokyo, but we've found Hakone is Akagi, and Mount Haruna is Akina. If you guys have seen Initial D,
Yeah.
those are my favorite toges to do in Forza Horizon 6.
And you know what's funny though is it's technically not new. So those have been in Forza games throughout the past, including, I believe, the very first one on Xbox. But they're all individual races. No one put together the entire map like this, and that's what is crazy.
Forza Horizon is very arcadey. Well, it could be both. I mean, you have the ability to set it to sim, and you have the ability to turn off ABS and traction control, which is essentially for pedal and wheel people.
I will maintain, no, it's not arcadey. It's just not sim. Like, when you say arcadey, I mean, I literally think of the racing games in the arcade where there's just like there's
Cruising,
nothing,
or like
there's no like semblance of, you know. And I'm terrible at those games because I only know real driving. So like I break way too much.
I remember when Need for Speed did like a drift game, and it was just as simple as like turning your car, and then they went to drift mode, and then you just kind of like a tight roped it.
And so I could never do those because I honestly couldn't figure them out.
But you can play it arcadey.
Yeah.
You can turn on ABS, you can turn on traction control and stability, and you know, play it like an arcade racer. But then there's other settings that you could turn off, and you get a lot of granular control when it comes to tuning your cars. And so it's not arcadey in the sense that it's like Cruising USA, but
double tap the gas pedal and your car does a wheelie.
Yeah.
It's funny, one of our friends was playing and she was having trouble when it comes to drifting, but it's because her only experience with drifting comes from Mario Kart. And you're like, oh, that's not drifting. What you do with Mario Kart doesn't make any sense.
Well, you can do it. You can turn on all of those like steering assist, and you can turn on.
Oh yeah, but
tools.
what I mean is like drifting in that game is nothing like drifting. It actually speeds you up and gives you a speed boost at the end, which is the opposite.
And don't you have to like hop into it?
Yeah.
Have you done the mecha race in Forza Horizon 6 yet? No, I've just unlocked that. I've just been kind of exploring Tokyo, really, which is fun in and of itself.
But if you guys have Game Pass, download it. It's free for anyone on Game Pass, and then let us know, and then we can all do a caravan and drive around and do cool stuff.
Let's see. Cubco said, I do have a 20 trivia questions for Mandalorian and Grogu if you want to do a head-to-head match between... Oh! I feel like that's a thing we can... Like, so... Are you able to come on now? I'm craving some competition. Because me and Choco...
Compo?
Yeah.
That's like compost.
No, it's because like every time we
sorry, Eaton.
I was really looking forward to joining the conversation. Well, if you get to a place of good good service, while we're still on, you're more than welcome to jump on. But when Choco and I get together to film our quick trivias, it's a lot of fun just to kind of like, blitz it. And it's interesting to see what we come up with in terms of questions.
Yeah.
Alex Letsio says, need a little Trivo compo? Well, you can come on and compete with us if Cubcos is still down to proctor this trivia quiz. Mando and Grogu. How well do I remember this?
Yeah, I haven't had time to do a rewatch, so I feel like I haven't even made content on my as a full review.
Well, let us
Hello
know.
there.
Let us know. Let us know, Cubcos.
Thank you, Tatiana.
Thank you for the sub, Tatiana. Appreciate your endorsement. But yeah, why don't we fast forward into our main topic, which is the Acolyte Season 2. Lots of rumblings here and there. Let me see where exactly the rumblings happened. So, IGN, was it IGN or did IGN source it to something? Okay, so no, it was an interview with Empire. And Leslie Headland said that if I would still want to do it, the Acolyte Season 2, absolutely. As more people discover it, I think people may want to see some form of the story come back. She also hinted at we did a lot of stuff that we wanted to explore, including tying in lore to the sequels, getting into who exactly the Stranger is, his connection with Vernestra, Plagueis, his connection with other sequel established things, like the first Ren notch on our board, or is it my board? Did you also similarly theorize that?
Yeah, it was a helmet.
I mean, it was also that theme too.
I mean, yeah, he kept getting Kylo Ren's theme played a couple times in there, and it was very deliberate. I actually got to join a call with Leslie Headland. It was a Zoom call, and I mean, it bums me out that we didn't get a second season, because she's was talking about all of this stuff that she was setting up. Now, the whole show hadn't come out by the time we did that. But she's like, yeah, I'm very intentionally, putting his theme in there. I think the first person mentioned that was Alex. And yeah, I know we're just missing a lot.
Cubcast says, I've just ducked down to the shops. Will be about 10 to 15 minutes after I drop the dollary dues at the store. All right. So we'll wait until then. But adding more fuel to the fire, and
actually, what if we officially hold it next Friday and we can get a whole group of people up here?
Because his premise was to go head to head, me and you.
Okay.
We can also do it next week with a bunch of people, and we can invite Cubcast to write more questions. But okay, so let's rewind. The fire was first lit by the fact that the Acolyte showed up on Disney Plus's top 10 in the US again. And this goes with, Leslie Headland talking about in that Empire interview, as more people discover it. And I feel like this makes sense because it's off of the heels of Maul Shadowlord, and the premise is pretty similar. Obviously their goals are different, but the way they get there is they need an acolyte, they need an apprentice. And I think a lot of people were interested to see this theming sort of continue. And the general sentiment that I've been seeing, bar none, in majority, especially with the comments on my latest two videos, a lot of people actually kind of liked it. And if they didn't think it was great, they still thought it had potential. And then there's the other batch of comments that I get where it's, I don't understand the hate. And this is what frustrates me about the Star Wars fandom now. A lot of things.
Yeah, there's the hate on it was entirely tribal and entirely manufactured. And the great thing is it feels like that whole side has been kind of crumbling. Like I think people see through the falsities and how idiotic the whole culture war thing is. It was never real. It was never a thing. Your life is not affected by trans people. It's just not. I promise you. You know what I mean? And so I feel like more people are coming around to that, and this is the perfect time to like give it a second shot, an actual shot.
Because again, a first shot, if you were kind of like swayed away from it, from all of like the rhetoric.
Sure, it had cringe moments, you know, like you said, but honestly, it had a stronger first season than most Star Wars shows. If I'm being honest, I maintain it has a stronger first season than the Clone Wars, which got exponentially better. And as the story unraveled, and now we've introduced the players, this is the time where they can really hit the ground running.
Yeah. Cubcos, why don't we take this for a trial run? Instead of all 20 questions, you can come on when you're back, and we can see how we fare with the first 10. Because I too would also like to see it. I would also like to see Masters of the Universe, and we'll touch on that a little bit because I wanted to talk about that as well, like only slightly. But adding to the fuel of the Acolyte 2 fire. Why is this playing? Collider recently caught up with Manny Jacinto. And guess what he had to say about returning to the Acolyte? Oh, you're not going to guess? I'm just kidding. Manny says, I mean, there's no stranger without Leslie Headland. Again, it's the people that helped build this character. It's not just me. It's the costume designers, our writers, all that stuff. It took a team to build Chimere, to build the stranger. I'd love to work with them again as well. So with Leslie, with Manny, all kind of putting out there the sentiment that they would love to come back with the show resurging onto the top watched on Disney Plus. I feel like I don't know, the atmosphere or the what is it called? The environment is ripe for them to excite the fan base with a potential season 2 or the announcement of The Stranger, another show, but continuing the story. But Choco and Monsters in the chat, let us know your opinion on this. Would you like it to be the Acolyte season 2, or would you like them to narratively continue in The Stranger? And who should then be center stage in this narrative?
Well, I mean, for me, and again, you know, we had IGN caught up with Leslie Headland, and she said, I would still want to do it, absolutely, as more people discover it, you know, like you said earlier. So she's still into it. She had ideas for what was going to happen in the future, for who Chimere was, for his relationship, and most importantly, his relationship that we were going to see him have with Osha.
Yeah,
you know, we need. So I mean, she needs to still be.
Come on.
For she needs to still be our main character or our window character, as this whole thing unfolds. But because if we did the Stranger, that would be cool. I want to see Manny Jacinto, and I want to see his biceps. But I feel like with the dark side, sometimes less is more. And sometimes they lack the range, when they're just dark and brooding. And again, their relationship was such a high point, and there are so many people who love the show specifically because of this slow burn into a romance type thing that they want to see completed. I think we'd be doing a disservice if we just carried on with The Stranger.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, I agree with that sentiment, but I also think that The Stranger should de facto be the protagonist in this new narrative, right? Because we've already explored May and Osha's main sort of conflict, right? It's the Brendock incident, and now we would be exploring their interpersonal relationship as master and apprentice. So I'm not necessarily saying that they take the back seat, but rather this is the Stranger or Chimera story and how May and Osha fit into it this time, right? Because their journey after Brendock is largely a part of Chimera's journey more so than their own, because of that conclusion.
I would still have to push back on it because this is a place where Manny is, and this is why most of the stories we follow the apprentice rather than the master, because we need to see them taking steps into this world, and by living through Osha as she delves into the depth of the dark side. She's someone who left the Jedi a long time ago, right? And at no point in the series did she become a Jedi again. She left. She's an outsider. And then she's like, I'm going to go this way, And so to get that perspective of someone who left the Jedi, who is going down this dark path, and that also, by doing that, tells Manny's story, because the way he communicates it is going to be indicative of his own journey with it. I mean, that's what I see as kind of the meat. But what do you think? What do you think, Ken?
Hello, everybody. If you all can hear me, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yay! Finally, some actual good news on my end. Overall, I think all of the build up to what everybody wants for season 2 is awesome. It's not what everybody has got in their heads. It's the hope. It's the hope that we are going to get a season 2. I'm going to be the negative Nancy on this podcast and say, unless you can get it cleared from Disney, it's not going to happen. It's not Lucasfilm who's going to say no. It's Disney. If they were willing to scrap the Hunt for Ben Solo, they're not touching the Acolyte. Not after all the backlash, all of the negative connotations, all of the hate towards the actors. There's no way they're going to greenlight it.
I don't think that's being negative Nancy, but we're also not saying it's coming back. we're saying that there's a lot of talk from Leslie and Manny, and it's back on the popular shows list in Disney Plus, so it's an environment that's ripe for something to come.
Oh yeah. And again, that's all well and good. Seeing a show that, for all intents and purposes, had a lot of negative talk around it, and not a good faith negative talk around it. It's good to see it in the top 10. Yeah. But now with more and more questions coming out, hey, are you down with season 2? Hey, is there going to be a season 2? Things along those natures, we are hyping ourselves up to the point where we are not implicating the reality of the situation.
I don't think we ever did.
You know what, though?
We talk about here's man.
Here's what I gotta say.
Oh, damn it! Who?
I was a lot of years ago.
Ladies and gentlemen, my cat who loves to annoy things.
That's just
They
the
always,
force
yeah,
is pushing back.
whatever they see you paying attention to, they want. That's just how
Yes.
I roll.
Yes.
No, but a long time ago, I was scrolling through Netflix and I saw a little show called Young Justice, and it only had one season. And I watched it, and I was like, "This is awesome! Is there more?" And I went online, and there was no more. What? And then the makers were like, "Hey, just keep streaming it and do what you can. Who knows? Maybe we'll get to do another season." And you know what? Every device I owned was streaming it.
No, and I totally see where you're coming from. Like, it's not unheard of where a project can get picked back up, right? I mean, we've had it in Clone Wars. How many different platforms had it? You know, it was on Cartoon Network for years. It was on
Netflix,
Disney, Netflix, Disney XD, and now finally on Disney Plus. Like, it's not unheard of that a project would get picked up. It's the buy-in, and that's what Disney needs to see, not Lucasfilm. Lucasfilm is not in this conversation by any stretch of the means. From a marketing standpoint, it has to be done through Disney's eyes.
Yeah,
if
but
they see that, you know, people are wanting this, people are hungry for this.
Yeah.
They might, you know, be like, okay, here's a little nibble. Are you okay with this? Kind of like logic.
well, that's where we come in. Part of marketing and part of being content creators is that we create the hype. And if its resurgence on the streaming charts results in the community talking about it in earnest again, that means that is part of the conversation that they are either paying attention to or not paying attention to. I just don't think that the point of this is to reframe it back into the negative. I think that we need to create a precedence where we stop giving them power and we start saying, no, there's a bunch of people that thought this was good, had potential. The first time they see it, they're disappointed there's not a second season coming. Versus
I'm one of them.
Versus the other side, where their conversation stops at, oh, this is trash, right? And so, like, we need to create a precedence and an environment where, you know, we can create hype around these projects, whether or not it's going to get greenlit. I mean, I did not see a Firefly animation coming in 2026, but it's because of the But it's because of the constant and perpetual outcry from Firefly fans of that universe that got it to happen. And they even got it to happen without Joss Whedon. And so, like, you know, the power is in the hands of the people. And we're talking about it because there's news about it. And the goal isn't necessarily to get it greenlit, but it certainly doesn't. No, but it certainly helps that we're talking about it again.
But every conversation that I've seen online so far has been almost implying that there could be a season 2 in the works.
Listen, let us manifest. Let people manifest what they want. 2026 is hard enough. Gas is $1,000. There are no jobs. We'll never own a house. Let them have this. Damn it!
I also will.
I'm sorry.
Will go on the record and say we are not here to imply that it's in the works. I think for all intents and purposes, we need to see that it's actually announced first, because several things have been announced and several things have not come out. So we would rather it be announced first and then
I just wanted it
production.
To be. I just wanted to be implied that people need to understand that just because there's conversations going on does not mean that it's guaranteed. And we all know that is usually a lot of miss or bad faith spread information. Like
that's
a
true.
lot of
that's
these
true.
big reporting engines will take things out of context, like either what Manny says or what Leslie says, and blow it out of proportion.
I mean, and they even will take what like content creators like us say out of context, even though we were saying something based off of an interview from what they said. And yeah, so that can be a whole thing. But one of the other reasons why I think it's important for us to talk about this and hype it up is because it inspires other people. You know what I mean? Like there are a lot of people who were inspired by this story specifically, but let's say this never comes back. Maybe there's enough fans clamoring for something like this that it inspires something else to be made. Could be on another network, could be by another person or whatever. But like, honestly, there was a lot of sci-fi that was inspired by Firefly after it was canceled because people were like, well, we're not getting this back, let's do our own. And then we got a whole bunch of cool new universes because they were excited, and we never let that leave the zeitgeist. So that's what I'm in. That's what I'm into.
Also, the actors just kept on doing projects together, so they're like, yeah, we'll know each other for the next 20 years.
I mean, what on the Rookie? They're like, "What are you going to Halloween as? It's a space cowboy." Didn't you do that last year? It's like,
but you know what's
that
funny?
was on Castle, but I can't wait to see that if they do it.
You know what's funny?
I would love to see him do it in the Rookie, just being like a full on episode, just dealing with space cops, and it's just nothing but like a cosplay murder or some BS going on.
But you know what's funny about Rookie is that his co-star is actually the captain of what I would consider the spiritual successor of Firefly, you know, which I also too want it back. If you guys haven't seen, was it Dark Matter? If you guys haven't seen that, please do. Was it Dark Matter?
Dark Matter? His partner was the Canadian chick?
Yeah.
Was that the captain? Yeah. Okay. I liked Dark Matter as well. It was very cheeky. Like it knew what it was, and I'm all for it.
Darth Angel said up here, now that I've lost it. Darth Angel said a series for the Stranger and a season 2, 3, and 4 for the Acolyte, which is what I was initially Clan Brandalorian, which is what I was initially kind of hinting at, is like, if we were to get a spin-off called The Stranger, then we would have to follow, you know, Manny's character with sub-protagonists being May and Osha, because they're still part of that story. But if it was the Acolyte season 2, then of course it would be a continuation of May and Osha's storyline as his apprentices as well.
Why not both? Listen, give me a... I mean, some of you may disagree with this, but like, give us the Stranger book. And the book is his origin story, right? And it's the kid, he's going on the adventures with Vernestra, and then we finally see his fall to the dark side. And then after that, they announced season 2. And now we have this backstory, and we kind of have an idea of what her fall is going to be, but there's like romance elements, something.
It's gotta be something. It's gotta be at least an animation for me. I need Manny attached to it somehow.
That's fair.
And I think that's a lot of people. Like, unless they see Manny or oh crap, what's the actress's name?
Amanda Stenberg?
Yeah. Unless those two are connected with Leslie in tow, I don't think anybody's going to touch it with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah. I would like to recast Vernestra.
That was a touch of nepotism. For
sure. Listen, I'm one of the staunch defenders of Vernestra's characterization in the show, because it's like 100 years later, and you know, she's seen some things, and she's aware of the Senate's encroachment of the Jedi's autonomy, and so she has to make these tough decisions. But I did not appreciate was it Rebecca Henderson's performance as Vernestra. Like the characterization of Vernestra was spot on for me. Like, you know, someone
I'm not fully deep into the High Republic, so keep this in mind, even to the Dyad. Was her characterization in the Acolyte that stark of a difference from her younger self?
No,
from like the comics and the books.
It had shards of pessimism that was present in her in the books, right? And so it's still in character for Vernestra to act that way, but it is a version that has been compelled and summoned forth by the context of where they're at, like being so close to being so absorbed by the body politic, right? And so like she's always had a little bit of cynicism in her, but if you put her into like the prequel era where like every single decision by the Jedi Order is scrutinized by the body politic, and like even the council is that much more aware of and puts a lot of importance on the Senate's opinions, then yeah, I mean, her characterization makes sense. I just didn't like the acting performance from her.
It was a bit wooden. However, the senator, his acting performance I thought was fantastic. Like I was like, I hate you, but like he's spitting. You know what I mean? Like I can't be mad at him for what he's saying and doing. But stop it.
Do you think now? I don't want to do this light with like a. I don't want to do this like very easily. I say this with a lot of pause. But do you think the senator could have been influenced by Sith? Because it seems like it would be part of their plan to get the Jedi. Like if they're going to manufacture this war, this grand plan, this design, they're going to need the Jedi to fall under the precepts of like the government.
So that
is the same. Go ahead, Choco. Go ahead.
I was going to say that's something I would actually love to see if, maybe something that tipped him off was, I don't know, someone who is working for the banking clans. You know, maybe Ego Damask in Damask Industries.
Not that he's acting. Not that he's acting of his volition, but like, you know.
Yeah, I don't want the senator to be a Sith Lord or affiliated with the Sith, but I do want there to be behind the scenes. Plagueis is watching this unfold. Obviously, we saw that, but he's doing all kinds of other stuff in the Republic, in the government, and I'm sure he's tipping people off to certain things, certain actions.
I don't think so. And this is only from context of what we see IRL right now. We have people who want money. We want people who want, material gains and be able to do things with it without being caught or even found out on certain things. So having the Jedi as basically the political watchdogs, having them a part of the Senate keeps them under wraps, where even within the Senate, they are not allowed to do certain things. This is literally the choice of going down that slippery slope of becoming political.
Well, I think going off of what Choco said, I think the best happy medium is that he's doing this because he believes it's the right thing to do, and it would be the same thing. It would be the same thing with how the Sith have their claws in Finis Valorum's like shoulder unknowingly as well. Like there are certain movements that are happening government wise and politically that for all intents and purposes is not being enacted by the Sith, but they're making damn sure that it goes their way, right? So like policies that, for instance, Palpatine's not in charge of, but he can very well wrestle with and do some political jousting with senators to affect the fact that they're defunding the Jedi and having them close outposts in Outer Rim territories and kind of trying to centralize their power. And so, like, I don't think my ultimate view of Raincourt is that he is evil. He is doing this because he is Sith, or he's doing this because, you know, he has it out for the Jedi. I think that he justly and righteously thinks and believes that there's something fishy going on with the Jedi, and he wants to rein them in. And the only way politicians know how to rein in other people is to make them a part of the government. And so Plagueis might be looking at this and be like, "Ooh, this is great. Let us create the Brundock incident." You know, so certain things like that. I'm not gonna put forth that like that Raincourt is purposefully undermining the Jedi.
Yeah, I don't think he's. Me personally, I don't see him being Sith-like. I think he's actually being genuine, that he just does not trust the Jedi on what they say. Maybe there is some personal level to this where he does hate the Jedi, but he knows that they have such political influence that without them in the Senate, it would weaken the Senate. So he's basically forcing their hand.
Yeah.
Well, to be clear, the Jedi are not in the Senate, right? They are still wholly separate.
Yeah. Yes.
But we know
that's one of the things that I really wanted to explore, though, because there is a lot of I guess misinformation in the zeitgeist on the Jedi's relationship with the Republic.
Mm-hmm.
And so if we got a season 2, we could actually explore and set out, like, yes, they are actually not part of it and are brought in for very specific things. So they're not under the jurisdiction of the Republic. And that is what causes a lot of their conflicts.
Yeah. A lot of these sentiments also arise from the Jedi themselves. I mean, Sifo Dyas in the Living Force separated 2 siblings in an orphanage and went against protocol and left the other one behind. And that resulted in that other one creating a criminal organization that threatened I forget which planet that they were on, but that threatened that planet, and they had to, the Jedi had to fix that problem. And so I can imagine there's a lot of like,
see, the Jedi do. You're like, no, the point is they don't.
So I can imagine that like this sentiment does exist within certain circles of the body politic, including Raincourt, where something happened with the Jedi, and so he wants to kind of rein them in. And so whatever the case may be, there is a Sith in the shadows trying to look at how things are playing out, trying to steer them in the direction.
That's the one thing that I would like to see in the season 2. More Sith logic.
I want to see.
I mean, we got a little bit of dark side history, a little bit of their like inner workings, sort of. But I would like to know what Plagueis is doing. Don't get me wrong. Seeing Manny, seeing everybody involved from season 1 would be awesome. But with the drop of Plagueis in the background, what's his thoughts? Are we playing this within the book concept, or is there something new that Leslie had in her head that might make either more sense or add something new that we didn't think of previously?
I think I would love to see The Office, but the Sith edition, where like,
yeah, can you
Plagueis says something
and done?
And Palpatine just looks at the camera.
He just walks into Plagueis' office, is like, so This policy has been enacted. I hope you're happy. And Plagueis is like,
Manny with a red stapler, but it's my stapler. It's my stapler.
this policy is 10 cycles too late.
I gotta say though, that was my favorite part of the Plagueis book when Palpatine comes out and he's like, I steered you into all of your decisions and you didn't notice it, and like calls him out, and then you think back and you're like, oh yeah, he did. Damn, Palpatine's good. He's a menace, dude.
Yeah. How's it going, Cupcos?
Hello, Cupcos.
We got the muted thing again. We got the
muted thing.
Does that work?
Yeah.
There we go.
I have to mute myself and then unmute myself every time I come in.
That's you.
I don't understand why. I'll just start doing that every time now.
But what is your opinion on all of this? Okay, so we're talking about whether the Stranger gets their own show, and kind of Mayanosia is a part of that story, or we continue the Acolyte season 2, and it's just like a natural kind of segue from the last episode.
So I'm starting to get back into Kingdom Hearts at the moment. I don't know if you all know how many spin-offs Kingdom Hearts has, and like tangential games and like just shit everywhere. So I would like them to go the Kingdom Hearts route. I want them to do like a Stranger sort of mini series, like even if it's just like 1 or 2 episodes, sort of like the Battlestar Galactica revival back in 2003, where they did a mini series where it was 2 like 90-minute episodes or something. Ooh. Do something like that for Kymir to show his origin, and then that leads into a season 2 of the Acolyte.
What was that, like Calico something? I can't remember. Caprica.
Oh, Caprica. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know much about Kingdom Hearts, and every now and then Malik will try to explain the lore to me, and I immediately jam my face through my monitor, and then I just don't remember it. It's got it has the worst lore I can think of. But I'm sure it's amazing. I'm sure it's amazing. But then you're like,
I'm not gonna hate on you. It is complicated, but it is one of the deepest and most loved lores. Like, we thought Star Wars is deep. No, Kingdom Hearts is deeper.
I'm listening to
it is literally a bottomless piss
at the moment, and it's 6 hours long.
Bottomless piss.
Bottomless pit.
Well, like you try playing one game, you're like, oh, is this Sora? No, that's not Sora. He just looks like Sora. It's a different person. And he's like a hollow version.
Unfortunately,
you're like, what? I think Sora was actually like the key he was using, or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds about right. It gets weird. It gets weird.
I still think Star Wars is deeper lore, because it has two entirely different continuities.
Good point.
True. Deeper lore, but like there's a phrase that people use in coding called spaghetti code, where everything is just all over the place and you can't figure out how one thing connects to another. That's Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is spaghetti code. Like, it is just all over the place.
Spaghetti
like, if you didn't play the obscure mobile phone game from 2006 that is no longer available, you don't know who this character is in Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, it's ridiculous. It is insanely stupid but good.
I should try it. I need to give it an honest try.
Bro, finish Resident Evil first.
It's fun.
Oh yeah, no, I it's just on a list.
I mean, I would be okay with either. You know what? An Acolyte season 2, just continue the story. Just episode 1, cut straight to Vernestra, who is being played by someone else, and Yoda. And just go from there. And Vernestra's like, I think my pupil is still alive. A virgins, you say? No, just kidding.
I'm a spooky kitty says Palpatine's freak out moment is my favorite part. Is that the part where he like murders his whole family, even though he'd never used the Force before? He's such a Mary Sue. Yeah, I definitely am still like, if we got just a straight up season 2. Remember, we still have Osha. We still have May, and May is like literally diet Revan. Am I wrong? You know, but like
No.
you have this dark sider. Though she never became a Sith, but there's this dark sider who's had her memory erased, but now can start fresh. And you know, is there going to be phantoms from that? Is there going to be a muscle memory from doing bad things, from throwing knives and stuff? You know, and then what does she learn about the Jedi, which she has never been part of? What does she learn about the Brendock incident itself? You know, I'm curious. I want to see her evolution as well, because we also have a world where she could potentially be trained by Vernestra. So you have Vernestra's dark side pupil training Osha while Vernestra is training May, and then season 3 they come to a head again, and then they both get swapped again and lose.
Who are you?
No. Season 3 they both become the same person again.
Ooh, that would be an interesting plot twist.
Yeah, but that would.
I was
cheapen the
wondering if we
prophecy.
were going to get like a Dragon Ball fusion type thing with them.
Fusion.
I was legitimately thinking like this could happen at one point in season 1. I was like, this could maybe
Their kyber
happen.
crystals fuse, and that's how they become one.
Okay, fusion dance
wanted to see
or
the
with the
dance.
earrings. Okay.
What? It's not like I remember it down to the last detail.
All in all, though, like, man, I'd love an Acolyte season 2. Like, it was just a fun show, man. Like, I had a lot of issues with it. Like, whenever I talk about it on TikTok, people are like, "Why are you glazing this show?" And I'm like, "Dude, I would give it like a 6 out of 10." I'm just talking about misinformation and people being like, "This breaks canon," and it's like, well, no, it only breaks canon if you don't understand the canon, which you don't. So, I don't know.
Can I get your signature on the petition to recast Vernestra?
Yeah, you would. I like Rebecca Henderson, but she very wooden performance.
She played
Which
Vernestra like it was season 3 of The Suits.
Oh. I can see that. At the same time, when I watched The Acolyte, I felt like The Acolyte was the most prequel era George Lucas coded show I've seen from Star Wars, and so in a way, her performance actually fits that style. Because I don't care what we're having with this renaissance with the prequels. There is a lot of wooden acting and a lot of wooden dialogue in those movies, and Acolyte stands proudly alongside that.
I will say that even if we
So
get
just
her
don't
again-
change Mundy's birthday or I'll freak out.
It's the line.
God.
Yeah.
they can't anymore.
Except I actually read that initially as Mundus, just because I just watched the Devil May Cry anime. It was like,
What?
change.
Devil May Cry. Sorry.
I was like, change Mundus's birthday. What? He has a birth? Yeah,
Well,
I got confused for a minute.
Mundus also
legitimately-
in Elder Scrolls lore, but I do want to clarify that I would still take an Acolyte season 2 with her if that was like a requirement, but I'm just kind of voicing my disappointment in that performance.
I don't want to rock the boat. If they're getting everyone back, like just bring them all back and not, you know what I mean? Just like the Defenders are coming back, and I'm like, Danny Rand is coming back, isn't he? Okay, if that means I get Luke Cage back, so be it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just before Choco, when you said the Devil May Cry anime, I just watched the episode of The Office last night where Michael Scott watches The Devil Wears Prada for the first time. So I thought you said the Devil Wears Prada anime, and I was like, "There's a fucking what?"
JC Wright Dad says, "I have to believe there was an
That would be
intentionality
awesome.
to her
That would be
performance
awesome.
because there was to everything else." No, I mean, as I said earlier, her characterization for Venestra is exactly right.
I will be right back, guys.
But her performance of the character itself was just left more to be desired. Like anyone can take that direction of Vernestra. Who would you want to play Vernestra?
I mean,
in a recast?
It's hard to say because Vernestra wasn't in it a whole lot, and so like I don't know that she was given what she needs. You know.
But that's why I say her characterization is correct for the most part of what she's there to do. I just didn't like the performance. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say it. I'll rein it in a little bit.
One thing I would like in an Acolyte season 2 though is to see Osha sort of be like plagued by like I want to say like maybe like visions or something of your Jackie and Soul, just so we can get those cast back to appear in somewhere. Like she's just walking around and she sees a dead Jackie down the hall, opens a door, dead Yords on the other side. Like just I don't know, something like that. I think
With
that
his
could
neck
be fun.
all like out of position.
Yeah, with the neck to the side. I don't know. I think that could be fun. I just liked those actors so much. I'd love to see them come back.
Hey, we can always get a prequel to the Acolyte. The prequelite.
The prequel-lite. The prequel to the prequel.
I see it kind of like James Gunn and his wife being in everything, but you know, she's actually good at acting. Yeah. That was James Gunn's wife in Peacemaker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good.
I'm gonna say Anna Sawai.
She could be in anything.
She could be in anything, but I just mean, in specifically her performance in Shogun,
Oh yeah.
I can see that performance fitting in really well, as well as her martial arts background. I can see that playing a part in the action sequences and
It would also
doing lightsaber
match,
whip stuff.
It would also match the diminutive nature of Vernestra, because I feel like she's already like physiologically she's already an adult by the end of the High Republic. So I feel like her growing 6 inches over the next 100 years to Rebecca Henderson feels kind of mismatched, So like if Anna were to play Vernestra, it would just be like, yeah, it's the same body and frame that, like, at least what we've seen in the concepts for Vernestra. But I agree with that. Let's move on to lore, which means Cobb Cost is going to give us a 10-question trivia quiz on Mandalorian and Grogu.
All right. Can I screen share? Is that a thing here?
You can.
Let's try that.
Wait.
All right.
I cannot wait for this.
I want that one.
All right.
Which... Hey, it does say 20 questions there. I can write more questions for another week if we want to do all 20.
We could do whatever. I'm just like brain dead.
Hey,
There are
at the moment. But it's all good.
I haven't watched it again since either.
There are some questions in here that would be kind of like, huh? Like,
But
because,
let's do
again,
it.
I don't have the movie with me to be like, I'm pretty sure that
This
was...
will probably be my only chance of actually beating Element 7. I am here for this. Let's go.
You have no chance at that.
Also, if any
Let's
of these...
go. Let's go.
If any of these answers prove to be wrong, I do apologize because I am going off memory.
All right, so what do we do? Are we raising our hands?
I'm going to say hands. Hopefully we're all in sync. But yeah. we'll see how we go. All right. How many Anzellans arrived to work on the Razor Crest on Navarro? That's Pep.
4?
That is correct.
There goes your
just
chances.
realized
I'm just kidding.
I better get. Hang on.
Harris says, "Quick, let me ask Gage, the human Star Wars fact checker." Right. Also, ND Wise Guy. Shout out to ND Wise Guy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The Imperial Warlord Remnant gives out how many blasters to the local leaders? Choco.
7.
That is incorrect. I think Kenny had that next. Yep.
4.
That is also incorrect.
5.
Pep. That is incorrect.
Oh, jeez. 6.
And no one in the chat got it either.
It was like 9.
I'm trying to remember how many people like were seated at the table too.
That's what I was thinking, because I only thought I saw 4 people.
So the answer is 3.
Oh.
There was 5 people seated there. He shoots 1, and then when he brings the blasters out, he only brings 3 out.
Gotcha. Well, it makes more sense
So-
because it's an Imperial. It's just like, you guys share.
Yes. What does Mando order from Hugo's for Grogu? Pep.
A pastrami sandwich. That's what it looked like.
Choco.
Ronto nuggies.
That is incorrect, but they sound
I
delicious.
actually feel like Ronto was mentioned there too.
Kenny.
They were dino nuggets, but I can't remember the in-canon word that he used. Because I remember that being a talking point
Oh, for
throughout
Grogu.
the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. Oh no, they for sure were. I just didn't know the either. That's why I threw out Ronto.
We do have it in the chat by the VGC. It is a flat meat melt.
It was. That might as well be a pastrami sandwich.
Right?
Anything with a flat meat that gets pressed.
In
That's
what kind
any
of
kind of panini.
establishment does Mando first meet Lord Janu? Choco.
I not sure I remember who Janu is, but in a salt bar.
That is correct.
Janu Coin. Right? That's his name?
Yeah.
That is correct. Janu coin. What station is the salt bar located below? I'll give you a hint. This is in the dialogue with Hugo. Pep.
Tashi.
That is incorrect.
Shikari.
That is incorrect. Kenny?
The gladiator pit?
That is incorrect. No one in chat has it. It's called Corbin Station. It's when he's saying, where do you do these drop-offs? He's like, sometimes Corbin Station, sometimes other places.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
Just gotta watch it again.
What is the name of the Anzellan captured by Embo's Anuba? You've got to listen real hard for this, Pep.
That baby.
That is incorrect. Choco.
His name's Jeff. That's
just to
felt
keep
right.
up with the comedy. just to keep up with the comedy. His name is Ego Montoya. He has come to kill his father. Prepare to die.
I like Lord Goob's suggestion. Anzellan 2.
All of them, yeah.
KG says Clank, which is a name of one of the Anzellans, but it is not the one taken. The one taken is called Minch.
Minch.
So their names are all on Wikipedia, but there is a brief line of dialogue in the movie where they're heading towards their
I like
craft
that
with
comedian.
Grogu,
Okay.
and they say, "Oh, we gotta rescue Minch."
I don't. Maybe they're all just Jewish, and they said he was a Minch.
He's a Minch. In the Jajarek match, how many creatures do Mando and Rotta fight? Pet.
6.
That is incorrect. Kenny.
I'll go 7.
That is incorrect. Choco.
I mean, are you talking about how many people they personally go hand to hand with, or that are in the arena?
How many creatures come out to fight them?
Yeah,
I'm gonna say like
board.
24.
No.
No, but I
got
think
an
I figured it out,
Australian
though.
no.
No. We got Harith saying 6-7 in the chat. I don't know if that was deliberate, but it's 8.
I was trying to remember the board from A New Hope. That kind of at a glance.
On a poster on Shikari, a fight is advertised between Rotta the Hutt and who?
Wow.
Choco.
Essentially Glub Shido.
That is correct.
Wow.
It legitimately says in Orabesh, I believe it says Glupshio, but
Yeah,
it
that's what it
definitely
says.
referenced to be Glupshido.
Wow. I thought that was a
It
joke
definitely
answer.
is-
I'm not going to lie.
It's definitely Glub Shio, but I only remember it as Glub Shido.
Yeah. What is the first creature to reveal itself in the Jajarek match? So what is the
Oh,
first
I
one to
forgot
come
its
out of
name.
those tunnels? Kenny.
Don't remember the creature's name, but I can see it vaguely. It's that long-necked one with the vest on.
I mean,
Why did it have a vest?
technically wrong.
I don't know.
Daddy Long Arms.
Wait. I actually have a species name if I can try.
Pep.
Is it a Savrip?
That's close enough. It is the Mantillion Savrip. Henceforth known as Daddy Long Arms.
Daddy.
Honestly, I didn't know until he said that.
Mr. Vesticles.
The vest gave it away.
What species is Lord Janu's loyal henchman Hogsbreath? That was Choco.
Deveronian.
Oh, shit.
Iktachi?
No. Yeah, shit. I pressed the wrong button. I'm sorry.
Yeah, his horns were down, not up. I'm
Yeah,
an idiot.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
my bad.
It's
I just got
my
him
bad.
back mixed
I was
up.
gonna say Hogsmeade.
Do you all in America? Do you all have the restaurant Hogsbreath, or is that an Australian thing?
Nope.
No. Okay,
never
we have
heard of
a
it.
restaurant here called Hogsbreath, and I was
There's a
just like,
Hogsmeade in Universal Studio.
that's weird. Sorry about that. On what planet does Mando find Rotta the Hutt? Pep. Shikari. These did get put out of order because I did reveal that planet name in an earlier question.
No, I
That
said
was Choco's
it,
guess.
but
Mm-mm.
No.
for the station.
That's okay then. The Imperial Warlord Janu coin is represented as what card in the Sabak deck?
Oh crap!
Pep.
Psylop?
Oop. It is not Psylop.
That's actually the only suit I remember from Sabak.
I'm not familiar enough with the card names to give you a number, to give you a straight answer, but I'm going to say 2.
It is not 2.
In
Plus
Jeopardy.
2, whatever it is.
2!
It's worth it, yes. Choco.
Was he the fool?
He is not the fool. We do have it in the chat, though. VCG. It is the Ace of Staves.
The Ace of Staves! The Ace of Staves!
Upon seeing their entrance into the Twins' fortress on Nal Hutta, one of the Anzellan exclaims, blank, blank, blank. Choco.
Oh, it's freaking nasty.
That is incorrect.
Is it 3 words? Blank, 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 or just?
It's definitely 2 words, and maybe the third one might not technically be a word. Maybe an exclamation. If you have a 2-word answer, I will definitely accept it. Kenny?
It's
Now Hutta Puda.
No. I like that guess though, actually. Pep.
he says, it stinks.
That is incorrect.
Channeling his best Ludo from Labyrinth. Smells bad.
They do have it in the chat though. Big piper.
Oh.
How many droids are giving Rotta a back massage when Mando first visits? Choco.
1.
That is incorrect. Pep.
2.
That is correct.
1 for both sides.
What creature do the Hutt twins keep beneath their trapdoor? Pep.
Dragon snake.
Albino dragon snake.
I did just have Dragon Snake, but yeah, it was an albino, but I'm good with just Dragon Snake.
I was going to give the technical to Choco,
New
man.
Republic pilot locates Din Djarin, Grogu, and Rotta after they escape the Hutt Palace. That is Pep.
Zeb.
That is incorrect.
Oh, Zeb's already with him.
Zeb picks them up. He's not the one that locates them. Choco.
Trapper Wolf.
It is our boy Trapper Wolf. Dave Filoni saves the day yet again.
I was just about to
See
say
him
Dave
over
Filoni.
there. He says something weird in a very weird voice.
He's like, yeah, I see them. He sounds so bored when he sees it as well.
Oftentimes when we talk about Star Wars, they're all there.
I think he was just upset he had to wear the pilot's helmet. He was like, so I can't have my hat in the X-Wing? No.
Can I put my hat on the helmet?
I swear,
It is
it's like the meme of the old guy that with the drink is going like this. They just walk into the cantina. He's just like, "Here's my hat. You've got 2 seconds to look at it."
Sorry, one take Filoni is very funny. What type of ship does Zeb pilot throughout the film? Not including the Razor Crest. Choco.
What is U-Wing?
It is a U-Wing. We are not doing Jeopardy though, so
Yeah, I don't know why I did that. No, I told you, I'm literally brain dead. Like, I drove straight from an appointment, ran up the stairs, sat down, and yeah.
What
Sorry.
is a U-Wing? That used to be a star player on the Knicks.
What is tattooed on the back of Rotter? Choco.
Basically the logo of the Hut Clan.
That is correct.
Wait, that's not a Hut Cartel symbol.
I mean
it
is Hut
might be
Cartel.
the
That's
family
specifically Jabba's
Yeah, it's the
specifically Jabba's, but
Disilogic Utiore.
I mean, technically, yes. But
Because
I
the
think
twins have a
widely
different
referred to.
different symbol.
Do they?
Hmm.
Not in their palace, they don't.
it still is a Hut Cartel symbol, though.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's the most. I think it's a wide-spreading answer, which I don't need to go too specific. What is Grogu snacking on during Rotter's first gladiator match? Choco?
Um,
I'm not looking
What are-
for like the most specific answer for this one. Like,
okay, I was
it
like,
can literally.
blue space macaroons. They're like
That is-
space Nilla wafers.
That is incorrect.
Damn.
Kenny.
Motel or Montel mix.
That might be it. Yeah.
I don't know what that is, so I don't know, but I'm gonna.
Bad
Google it.
Batch.
Are
Oh,
you
it is.
familiar with the song "This
Yeah.
Is How We Do It"? It's it's sung by Jordan Montel. He also makes snacks. It's a thing.
I'm gonna give it to Kenny there because it's literally like, yeah, it's popcorn.
Yeah, it is. It is. That is Montel
Mantel
mix.
Mix. There's another name for it, which is I was going off the Galaxy's Edge name for it, which is something different.
Mm.
Once upon a
but then I-
time in '94, Montel made the
changed
money
it
in
to
life. She was slow.
What craft does the Imperial Warlord attempt to escape on the snow planet? Choco.
I mean, are we looking for the AT-AT or the
I'm not
specific?
I'm not looking for the AT-AT.
uh,
I'm looking for the thing he escaped on, and bonus point if you can tell me where that thing first appeared.
okay, if that's the case, it's the head of the precursor to the ATSD. That's all I got.
I mean, you're kind of right, but I was looking for
Don't
the
give
name.
it to me. Don't give it to
Yep.
me.
Do you
It's
have
an
a...
escape pod.
I was going to say that exact same answer,
True.
but I know that's not it.
I technically don't think it's an escape pod. It's used as an escape pod. I don't know.
We've actually got Smart Guy in the chat that actually has it. It's called an Int 4. Smart Guy
And if memory
74
serves,
in the
it's an
chat.
old Hasbro toy, wasn't it?
It is an
Yeah.
old Kenner toy
Kenner.
from 1980.
Kenner toy.
I think, or it might be 83. I can't remember. I'm a big fan of vintage toys, and I love that Disney Star Wars is bringing back so many of them as like physical things in their shows. I think it's very, very fun. That is my last question, I am afraid. I'm sorry that they were very, very specific and kind of hard.
No, they were great. I'm just a brain melted.
No, those are fantastic questions.
No, I mean we here like to challenge ourselves, and of course, I'm speaking for Choco here. We've only seen it once, so
Same.
a lot of it is just coming off of the dome, and you know, maybe we could do this again after we've watched it again, or we'll see if it drops on Disney Plus. 'Cause-
It might do that soon. We do have a tie. Pep and Choco both got 5 each.
Ooh.
So,
what do you have, a tiebreaker?
to the closest million, what is the current worldwide box office of Mandalorian and Grogu?
Current
Think-
worldwide.
Think the actual current on box office mojo right now. Think of a number, and I'll count down from 5. Say it at the same time, so that we have a bit of an honor system going on here. Just let me know when you guys have a number.
I have a number.
You have a number? Choco, do you have a number?
I have not followed the box office at all because I don't care about box office. But I have a number.
Yeah,
Is this worldwide or
worldwide?
domestic?
Worldwide. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Say your number.
260.
I put 253.
It is currently 298.
Hey,
Damn.
Hey, there you go.
So
To the victor go the spoils.
well, there goes your chances, Kenny. I'm just kidding.
Damn.
You'll have another chance to defeat me someday. But that also
Yeah, in my dreams.
maybe I don't know. Maybe
hey.
not in your dreams.
Challenge him to Kingdom Heart lore.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Sure.
Kubos, let's go.
I don't
You,
even.
you and
We'll
me,
never be
you
able
and
to-
me versus those two.
We'll be able to tell you that you're wrong though, because no one knows.
I don't even need to accept the challenge. I yield.
Nathan CT545 in the chat says, "Would you guys like for canon to explore the deep core and unknown regions, or Imperial remnants more?"
I think.
I think it's
Unknown
supposed to be.
regions.
I think it's supposed to be 3 choices: deep core, unknown regions, Imperial remnants.
Personally, deep core, yeah. I don't want to know the unknown regions. I want them to be unknown.
I actually
I
want to
don't-
go in wild space more.
Yeah.
Same. I want to know both of those areas, both the deep core and the unknowns. There's so much that we don't know about the outer space, like Canalore. Canalore was such a fantastic addition to the infamous space.
But we are
That
already.
wormhole thing that we seen in Rebels. I would love to know where all those wormholes go
But we're
outside
I mean-
of Lasan.
we've already touched on the surface level of wild space with Perugia. That's the first planet we know in canon in wild space. So, it's up from here, discovering more of it, or I don't know, like general question. We can make this really quickly. Do you think that Ahsoka season 2 is going to stay largely on Perugia, or are we going to find a way off this world?
I'm sticking with my original bet of they will get back to the known galaxy episodes 5 or 6.
I'd agree. With that.
I want them to stay gone and have secretly greenlit a 3rd season where they come back. I want them to stay over there for a bit. I was going to toss this out there though. I'm curious if because like in the expanded universe, the Imperial remnant largely retreated to their own part of space, and they had a planet called Bastion. And there was some interesting lore and stuff going on over there. So I don't know. That might be something interesting to explore. Also, deep core. I mean, if we get some space prospecting stories, that'd be cool.
Excuse me.
Star Wars Lost in Space. Let's do it.
Star Wars truck drivers, man. I want to see those. I want to see those boys rolling through hyperspace, trying to guard their materials from space pirates and bounty hunters.
I mean, you say that. That's like one of the most fun things to do in Star Citizen is you just be a space truck driver. It's fantastic.
Yes.
Nathan said he meant the Imperial remnants in those areas.
Oh.
Oh, right.
I mean, either or. I mean, I think largely the narrative that we're exploring so far with like Thrawn and them is essentially going to bring us more in line with the Shadow Council and what is happening in the unknown regions.
I'm with Lord Goob. The more we go unknown, the closer we get to Chiss space.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to run into Admiral Step on Me.
What's her name again?
Admiral Aralani.
Aralani, thank you. That's it. I always confuse it because it sounds like the Disney hotel in Hawaii. which is like the Aulani or something like that, and I always think it's the same thing. And I'm like, oh, they named a hotel after her. That's insane.
Here's a good question, Choco. Who do you have cast for her? Who do you have cast?
Oh, that's an interesting question.
Anna Sawai.
That I'm gonna have to come back to you on, but I feel I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to work on that.
I'd like to see.
I'm gonna say if she's who?
Eva Green.
Eva Green.
Yeah, Eva Green's a good pick.
Kenny's face.
Yeah, I'm totally like jitsing out. I don't know who that is.
She played Vesper in
Casino Royale.
Oh, got it. One of the Bond girls.
Just to go back to the chat for a sec. Sorry, Smart Guy 64. The Glupcio appears on a poster when Mando first gets to Shikari, when he's approaching the gladiator pits. There's a big poster in the background. It's in Aurebesh, but it's Rod of the Hutt versus Glupcio. It's a blink and you miss it moment.
What's the name of the actor who played the team owner in Ted Lasso?
Jason Sudeikis.
The team owner is who I want.
Hannah Waddingham.
Yes.
That's a good choice.
Mm.
No, I was just thinking about it because not many people talk about it. Going on the Mando and Grogu thought train. What is our thoughts on how Hutts fight?
Loved
it.
Loved it.
Loved the crocodile alligator kind of style of just rolling around.
Also,
fighting.
Just the body slam being a literal body slam. It's just, but it puts a lot of things into context when people talk about them being very dangerous and lethal. Like you don't want to go toe to toe with a Hutt.
And Goob, I do like that as well.
Yeah, Deacon Lockman. That's my pick for Asajj Ventress, though.
Oh yeah.
It's Florence Kasumba or nobody at all.
I agree with that one.
Hey, y'all can have your own picks. Jesus Christ. All right.
I will fight tooth and nail for that one.
I'll throw out Haley. I'll throw out Haley Atwell for that one.
For Aralani?
Yeah.
You know.
Just because I just saw her in the Fable trailer last week.
Oh, Fable looks so good. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Fable's looking good.
Shout out to David Xanatos from Gargoyles. Happy belated birthday, by the way. I want to see Grogu use Rada.
Happy birthday, David.
In that I mean use the Force to launch him at people like a lawn dart.
Fastball.
I mean, honestly, though, I want to see a Hutt jump. I mean, I'm curious how high they could get. Like if they coiled that thing, you know.
Sounds like a
that thing.
Yeah. What's his name again?
I don't know what you're talking about. I was thinking about Lauryn Hill.
I'm trying to think of the person that did that thong song.
Oh, Cisco?
Oh, that's his name. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but I also feel like, I mean, I want to see more fighting styles in Star Wars, because I'm sure different planets have people who just fight different ways, or like you could both be Hutts and this guy goes to this school and fighting, this one goes to that one. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I was just
by the way, we have a whole clan of ninjas in Star Wars, and we refuse to go back there. The whole Kage clan, they're ninjas that ride on big like mechanical centipedes, and and I want them back.
That reminds me, talking about the Hutts, is the Hutt cartel gone now after the twins are gone? No, there's still several families and clans that exist, including Big Mama, who just lives out in the
One of my biggest hot takes is that a lot of people about this film think that the plot did not move forward. The plot did move forward. The Hutt cartel, as far as we knew, helped the resurgence of the Empire. There's been no evidence of anything else. So who's funding them now?
Now what?
Like now.
I mean,
now Hutt is basically the resurgence, the Empire.
Yeah, I mean, the Empire's working hand in hand with the Hutts, and like, if given like choosing a side, because the Hutts were playing both sides, but they were still more on Team Hutt than anyone else, and so it absolutely, yeah, you're right. It absolutely moves the plot forward because that changes space, that changes. You know, the twins had a massive stake in Tatooine, in the whole spice trade. You know, we could get a new season of Book of Boba Fett, and there aren't going to be Pikes that are working, you know, through the Hutt cartel anymore. You know, we also know that in the sequel trilogy, like, you know, or before that, we had Rin Riven die, you know, rise up and like start running things in Hutt space because they weren't around anymore. Like, I feel like there's just a lot. They took out the Imperial in that region. They shook up a big chunk of the galaxy, to be honest.
Yeah, but they still that wasn't their funding source though. I mean, if all you have to do is read Bloodline to kind of come to grips with, you know, how deep it runs. Whether it comes to like rich people in the New Republic who are sympathizers, a lot of that stuff was funneling money from the government, from the New Republic, to, you know, fund the resurgence of the First Order. And so there's a lot of benefactors and a lot of people that are trying to take advantage of it.
I mean, one of the senators enacted a, you know, $1 billion, like a basically a $2 billion slush fund, so that they could actually funnel money back into the Republic, back into their. Never mind.
So they just lost their big fortress, basically. Essentially, that was one nest, by the way. And yes, the twins were inside of it, but like Nal Hutta is a big planet. And again, like Big Mama is still there. There's a lot of different clans that still exist. So
I was waiting for her to show up.
So for
I
sure,
still was waiting for her to show up.
I don't think she's going anywhere.
Yeah. But I do think, like, yes, they've shaken up pretty much the power structure of the criminal underworld, but they still have, like, if you play
and Hutt space.
If you play, oh my gosh, what is that? Outlaws. There's the Ashiga. There's Crimson Dawn. There's Black Sun. There's.
Are we really thinking that Crimson Dawn helped the Empire? Like, honestly.
No, I'm talking about shaking up the criminal underworld. Like, the Hutts is just one part of it, you know, and taking out the twins means that there is a power vacuum within the Hutt hierarchy, but that doesn't mean that the Hutts and the cartel is largely dismantled. They might be crippled for a while.
Well, also, we didn't know that the Hutts that the twins existed until Jabba died.
Yeah.
Right. And so there's no reason to believe that there's not another person that's going to try and step in. There's also the Hutt that was running the in charge of the races in the audiobook where Anakin was like racing on the moon.
That's true.
He was dressed like an alien, and there's just other there's
wasn't
others
that that was in Resistance too? There was a casino planet. It was a Hutt that was running that.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, I mean, they're still out there, but I imagine that there's going to be it'll result in a huge shakeup within the criminal underworld, especially with like power, like shifting from one syndicate to the next.
Is there a reason that Big Mama was so big, or was it just age? Will all of them get that big eventually? I have to know.
I think that is the result, because the twins were pretty big too, and so was Jabba. But like, I feel like that is the result of like a birther hut that just kind of like stays still and just kind of like festers and is sedentary and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it also creates a chance for Rada to possibly vie for the hut dominion and try to like change it, because he does have claim to that, which is why he was deemed a threat to begin with.
I agree with the claim. I doubt the mindset. I don't think Rhoda wants to be anywhere near his family, anywhere near.
I agree.
Anywhere near the
He
organization.
wouldn't be. The Dislogics are all dead.
Excuse me. Sorry. No, it's just how the entire film he was doing everything he could to be himself.
Right.
Like he was fighting to just be himself. People were chanting his name, not his dad's,
but there exists
not
a
his
possibility.
not the twins.
There exists a possibility where that motivation can cause him to also be like, oh, well, now I have this thing that I'm the heir to, but I can change it. I can make it what I want it. You know?
Are you saying that he's Michael? And this is The Godfather? A big old... It's going to be like, never ask me about my business. And then a big old fleshy door. It's going to go... Like, that was weird. I also like to believe... I also like to believe that somewhere Churro the Hutt is has like his own nature preserve somewhere. He's from phase 2 of the High Republic, and he was a Hutt who he didn't want to do gangster stuff. He just wanted to like be with his plants. And
Hutts also live
nice guy.
Are long lived, aren't they? Yeah,
super long lived. Yeah.
Nathan says, I think Gardula is the only one left of the Grand Council. Are they?
Oh, she died.
Yeah, I was like, I don't remember if anyone on that Grand Council survived. Vader like slaughtered them all.
It wasn't just Vader; it was also Maul too. In Clone Wars, he ran through dang near the entire Hutt cartel.
Yeah, they're very strong, but like mobility is limited, and they pose a big.
I mean, they got. I mean, Jawa got
a big target.
Got choked out by Leia. but still.
That's true, but she does Pilates, so.
I think.
Gardula's dead, isn't she? Yeah.
Gardula
I don't
lived
remember
until
her dying, but I'm
34,
sure.
maybe?
I think she died in the Kylo Ren comic, the last one that just came out.
That would make sense.
I was trying to remember. I don't remember if that was her or not, or if that was just a Hutt.
I'll never forgive them for giving Hutt boobs.
I will say, if Gardula is in fact dead, then all of the Disiligic Tiore family is gone, except for Rada. So he's the last of the family.
And Rada is hanging out with Omega now, with adult Omega. That's what I like to believe.
But yeah, why don't we go to our Guess That Silhouette game. This is for all of you to play now, including the monsters in the chat. An update to this Guess That Silhouette, I've added an interim frame so that the first frame you're going to see is The silhouette itself, no background. So if you can guess that, 2 points. If you need the next frame with the background, which I essentially say is a gimme because it just tells you what frame it is in the show or movie, that's 1 point. So I've added that thanks to your suggestions from last week. So let me share this with y'all. I should have like an intro to this.
Guess that on the floor. Guess that.
Can y'all see this?
Mhm.
Yes.
Chat, can you see this? Monsters everywhere. Throw your hands up like you just don't care. Guess that silhouette music.
Sorry, just FYI, I didn't ask this before. If there's a lot of background noise on my end, it's because literally a major highway is right in front of me.
No, you're good.
I can't hear anything.
Can't hear anything. No, we're good.
All right. Chat's ready to go. Your first silhouette. You gotta start somewhere,
come
right?
on.
You gotta start somewhere.
Are we just shouting out? Hands.
Yeah, hands. We'll go with Kenny first.
It's Imbo.
Incorrect. I'm just kidding.
Oh no, we lost Choco.
Did we lose Choco? Or did he just leave? You know the first silhouette is always a gimme. We got April Newell in the chat. Smart guy in the chat. David Xanatos. Maybe we did lose Choco. Did I summon the internet gods with Embo?
That's horrible.
Too strong.
All right.
Speaking of which, Imbo was a beast in that movie. Oh my god.
This is frame 2. Still wouldn't have been a gimme, but you would have still.
Yeah. I was actually surprised that
Definitely
Embo had a
Nope.
physical actor on set in like the getup and everything. Like that was cool.
Mhm.
I thought it was a completely digital thing. It was cool they had someone on set.
What would you have done if that was the fifth brother? You got a hat too. All right, let me see where Choco's at before we move forward.
All right, this gives me time to check the World Cup score. Hang on, what are we at?
Oh god. I figured you'd be checking up on it.
Oh, USA is gonna win. 87 minutes, 3-1 over Paraguay.
Ooh.
George Lucas
Didn't
is
expect
at
that,
the World
yeah.
Cup tonight. Let's go.
Isn't there like 4 quarters in your guys' sport?
What?
What?
I'm trying to remember how you guys separate your
Halves.
quarters or our quarters or halves or whatever.
I mean, in soccer for the World Cup, it's just 2 halves, 2 45-minute halves.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's just go to the next frame until we get Choco. This is your next silhouette. His computer crashed. Okay, so he'll be back.
Oh no.
Next silhouette is Kenny.
Senator oh crap, what's her name? God, I can see her name. I can see her name. I can see her face. Senator Maltese? I know that's wrong.
What did you
I know
say?
for a fact that's wrong.
Maltese?
Maltese. Maltese.
Baltese nuts?
No.
That's incorrect, by the way.
Yeah, I know it was incorrect. I can see her clearly, but I can't remember her damn name.
Cup costs?
I actually have no idea.
Dyad Monsters in the chat got it. Or Nathan did. Do you need the next frame?
I'm gonna say yeah.
Go for it. I'm correct. Just cannot remember her name.
What's her name? Yeah.
Oh, that's it. That's it. Senator Bonteri.
Bonteri? Yeah, I think that's... Is that right? How can I not remember the name? Mina Bonteri.
Ah!
You got it wrong, man. You only get one shot.
I know.
Let's see. Props to... Who got it right? Who got it right? Who got it right? Nathan CT got it right in chat. Evil Stepmother Ventress. Smart Guy got it right. You got that way too quickly? Nah. Sometimes you got a girl, you know? All right. Your next silhouette. Let's try to take our time on this one. And I won't say if the chat has it or not. It's trying to stall for Choco. And if we need to stop here, we will. Because I'd like Choco to compete.
I've got two possibilities, but I'm not certain.
My brain is just not even like forming an image. this just looks like a black
I've got two.
splotch in Microsoft Paint.
I feel like the next frame might give it away, so I'll give it some time.
I've got no
Chat's
clue.
all over the place.
Chat doesn't even have it.
All right, I'll give you guys the next frame.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
Told you it's a gimme.
Wow. Okay, yeah, fair enough. I never would have gotten that.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a guess?
I had my hand up.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
go for
I'm
it,
I'm still trying to keep up with Choco.
Oh, okay. Luke Skywalker.
Incorrect.
Sad Luke.
Sad Luke.
All right, let's vamp for a little bit so we can get some Choco competition in here as well. I think he would have gotten Sad Luke. How you guys feeling about the weekend? Any plans?
I'm getting over a chest infection that I've had for like 2 weeks now, which is fantastic. It's
Most
mostly
people call
gone.
that a chest burster. Are you okay?
Yeah, they gave me
Tiny
steroids,
paying for your
which
medical
was
bills.
great.
Do
Speaking
you have
of
allergies or anything?
I do get bad hay fever, but it's winter here in Australia, so it's just the change of season knocking me down. Alien Isolation 2, though, looks fucking sick.
Alien what?
I can't wait.
Alien Isolation 2.
Oh, the game.
Yeah.
That's might have to stream that.
That'll be a good stream, I think. That would be fun.
Anytime when you have the voice thing involved, you really got to pay attention.
All right, next frame.
I'm bad at this.
I mean, last week I had the backgrounds in, and everyone was just like getting them, you know. So,
we'll go Unka Plut.
incorrect.
Ooh.
You're gonna hate yourself with that background in there.
I've got nothing.
Think a little bit. Smart guy says Saw. That's incorrect.
The Ninth Sister.
Yes, though. Ooh, that's
She's got big she's got a helmet and big armor,
Mhm.
shoulder armor. Actually, so no, it wouldn't be her.
Paz Vizsla.
Incorrect.
One of those two guys that were fishing on the planet where Melshi and Cassian escaped from Narkina 5.
Lord Goop says Dagon. That is incorrect. All right, I'm gonna give you guys the next frame.
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
What?
Go ahead, Kenny.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Incorrect.
Oh, is it Mace?
What?
No. Mace Windu?
It is Mace.
I hate this game.
Catch.
Hey, man. There's still scenes
Good
that you
catch.
should know.
Good catch. Good catch.
All right. Your next frame. Oh,
There's Choco.
Choco joined at the right moment too. I feel like Choco should know this one. You with us, Choco?
Yes, I'm.
I'm gonna give you a recap of what we went through. All right. So
Mace Windu, Luke.
we got Mina Batari over here. We had Sag Luke. And we had Mace Windu. So this is our current frame. Current silhouettes. KG's
Did everyone else already guess?
Nope, they're still thinking.
I haven't
Yes.
guessed because I have no idea.
You can always ask for the next frame.
Oh, I mean that's Bix.
Choco knows his girl. That's the next frame.
Yeah.
Ah. Yep.
Jesus Christ.
It was fate.
No, I was like season 1. She has a twist in her hair, like the braid. Yeah.
Okay. I actually
It was how the silhouette looked.
I actually made sure that part of the silhouette was pronounced too.
Yeah.
It was how the silhouette looked. It looked like there was something mechanical coming off the side, so I was going with not Kithis though. Oh, what's his name?
I don't know.
I'm horrible with names right now. Sorry.
Plo Koon?
I mean, my
Plo Koon, thank you.
secondary guess was the guy who is like security or for Saw Gerrera in Rogue One, that alien thing.
Or tubes?
Yeah.
Tubes.
Nathan said, never would have gotten that. Okay.
I was thinking Seventh Sister with the things that come down the side of her face.
Your next
Oh,
silhouette.
not Seventh Sister. One of the other ones.
Fourth sister?
Fourth Sister, thank you. Yeah.
Your next silhouette?
Ooh. Maz Kanata?
Ooh.
Please.
Let me get everyone's guesses. This time.
I'm going to lock in on that one as well. I think Kuz is right.
Yeah, that's for sure, Maz. I didn't want to ruin it for them by saying it too quickly.
Yeah. Okay. For solidarity's sake, I want to get some guesses from the chat first before you shout it out. So, give it like 10 seconds. Your next silhouette. That's not a clue. That's just me being. April Newell says, "I know my sequel characters. I'm sure you do." Spooky, I agree with whoever picked correctly. All right, do we have any guesses on this one? Lord Goose says, "What in the goddamn?"
No clue.
I'm wondering if the background is going to be a give me on this. It may not be.
I can't remember her name. Is that Proxima?
Incorrect.
Oh.
Let's see here. April Newell says Jabba the Hutt lady. Incorrect. Is this Claude? No, it's not Claude. Here's your background. What's your updated guesses?
Rada.
That's incorrect.
Gooberfish.
You're halfway there. Come on, man. This is a very popular character. Everybody should know them. Kenny,
Big
Kos?
Gooberfish.
I'll give you guys a hint. They're from the Clone Wars. They fought in the Battle of Mon Calamari.
Riff Tampson, that bastard.
Oh.
Nathan said the separatist shark dude is right.
Yep.
For fuck's
You
sake.
thought his fins and fingers were like lips. You're like proximal.
It's how you cut out the
hang
bubble
on.
part.
Yeah. it's
Yeah,
a Rorschach.
the bubble was a part of the fucking silhouette here.
Yeah, because I was trying to make it like, you know, he was swimming through.
I thought it was like Cuphead or something. Who's got like a straw coming out of his head.
Hey, man, it's all bodily, excrement, whatever.
I was so
Bodily
focused on just trying to think of what had that.
Your next silhouette. I'll give you guys the first hint is that this is.
Well, I mean, there's only two possibilities.
KG says, "Is that a Zabrak? Oh, is that the pilot from Mando? Nope. Smart guy says Cassian. Nope. Hondo. Incorrect. Do you guys have a guess?
It's a wild guess, but that new guy from Zero Company.
Hawks.
I don't know who you mean by the second person, but you might be correct on that one. What are your guesses? Oh, let me remove my mouse.
This is not my game. If I ever have to identify anyone in a lineup, I'm fucked.
In a lineup, I'm hopefully it's more than silhouettes. No, I look at it and I'm like, that's either Thane or Jod. Sorry, not Thane, but
But
it's Jod.
Oh, I didn't catch that. Good catch.
Here's the background. Now, you were
Captain
right,
Silver.
but you got the name wrong. It is not Jod. It's Thane.
Oh, Vane.
Vane. That's the other person I was thinking. That I said Thane on accident, but yeah, I was like, it's Jod or Vane.
Let's see here. I just recently found an interview with George Lucas confirming that the Clone Wars 2008 takes place in an alternate universe, meaning the Clone Wars or any of its affiliated media are not canon to the EU. And that means anything within the Disney canon. Sure. Why don't you link into that interview?
Oh, that's hilarious.
Your next
Probably the
silhouette.
worst stream to say that.
Luthen.
Oh, I was going to say
on.
Jod. No, that's a good one.
That's-
Yeah, never mind.
I'm thinking Jod. If Vane was the
No,
last one?
that's Luthen. Cub Cross got it.
Jod,
Cub Cross
Jod
got
and
it.
Vane
It's
both
Luthen.
have the same hero shot. Smart guy says Lonnie. KG says Luthen.
Lonnie's a good pick as well.
Are you guys all locking in Luthen?
I
I
am.
am. Yeah.
I'm lucky in Lonnie.
Ooh, here's the background.
Yeah, it's Luthen.
Yeah, it's Luthen. That was a good catch. Good catch.
It is, in fact, Luthen.
Stellan Skarsgård has a very recognizable silhouette. Like,
Ear.
that too.
Now, since you guys picked one, I just had to pick something else just in case.
Hold on 1 second. Margo says Disney own it, so it's canon. So if it is, then how come it has major retcons to the movies to where major events of the movie should have played out completely differently? There are no major retcons, and if you wildcard, if you decide to put in any of these retcons that you think are retcons, we will summarily destroy you.
I mean, destroy is a strong word, but yeah, whatever retcons you see, put them in chat, and let's see if you have any actual retcons.
Oh well, the
Not
first
so far
one
in the
is,
comments.
the first one is the Acolyte proves that the Phantom Menace should not have happened the way it did to begin with, because a particular conehead said that the Sith have been extinct for millennia. You know,
Yeah, that particular conehead never learned that the Sith existed in the Acolyte, so he would still believe they didn't exist. Try again.
but he also says that with Palpatine and Maul existing. And he says that in response to Qui-Gon saying, I think they were a Sith Lord. He's literally reporting he just fought a Sith, and he's like, I don't think so. They've been extinct. So that conehead is incorrect. It is literally contextual hubris.
I love that we call him Conehead. That is just fantastic.
But if you have any actual retcons, feel free to toss them in.
We see within the Acolyte he knows about Chimere, who is confirmed to be... No, Chimere is not confirmed to be a Dark Lord of the Sith. Nice try. All
He's a
right.
fallen apprentice.
We have our last silhouette. I don't think this guy's going to have anything
I doubt
actual. So here's your
This
last
guy
silhouette.
bringing up his. I can picture this guy bringing his comments up to Pep, and Pep just does the line from Whiplash: "Get the fuck out of my sight before I demolish you." Like,
Listen, that's what I said in my video. I said, you know, in my video, I said, you know what, like, don't challenge me. I know my shit.
The Darth Plagueis novel is not canon. I don't know why you're saying it's universally considered to be canon. It's objectively not canon. There's actually a lot of parts that don't work within canon.
Hey, Wildcard, you bring up the rule of two. Can you show me examples of the Sith absolutely following that rule to the letter?
Hold on.
To the letter.
We're talking about your initial premise was that George Lucas claims that the Clone Wars and everything that's happened thus far is an alternate reality and not canon. But then you're using Darth Plagueis as something considered canon by fans. We're not operating in this with the same data set here, dude.
Yeah. I mean, we knew this was going to be in bad faith, but still.
I'm particularly liking how he refers to it as Disney's The Acolyte every time, and not just The Acolyte. Disney's The Acolyte.
At least he's getting the name right.
Hold on.
I mean, he did spell it. He almost spelt it Calkite up in one of the other ones, so I'm not gonna give him too much grace here.
As for another
Disney's
major
Calkite. Unaffiliated Calkite.
Calkite.
deep substrate foliated Calkite. As for another major retcon, the clones were made blatantly clear in episode 2 to have been made significantly less independent. No. That's not blatantly clear. What's blatantly clear is that they have enough intelligence to be creative and strategic and of value to the army. They're not less independent. They're made less independent because of the chips.
I'm using the expanded universe as my source, which has far more continuity than anything in the modern Disney timeline.
Which is also objectively false.
You don't know your expanded universe.
Okay, I mean, I'm gonna end this. I'll end this.
I'm gonna mute myself.
I'll end this argument right here, right now, just to put it in perspective for you, Wildcard. If the expanded universe and Legends is all canon, that means Han Solo did make it to our universe and was found out by Indiana Jones. Let that irony sink in, okay? Legends and EU is not canon.
Also, Chewie died.
That too.
Yeah.
Thank you, Wildcard. I needed that laugh.
All right,
Oh
your last silhouette.
Silhouette, let's go.
This better go straight to the head. Come on now. This is an iconic pose.
I know.
All right, Choco probably knows. So,
Well,
do you not know?
no, I mean, I know, I recognize that the pose. I just don't have.
Shot in the dark, Han Solo.
If you're going to buy the logic, it's not worth buying into. Disney owns Lucasfilm, and everything that Lucasfilm does is canon. And when Lucasfilm releases Lego Star Wars, they say specifically this is not canon.
Just like with Visions, they said this is not canon. They actually decide what is and isn't canon. I'm sorry, your brain dead logic is brain dead.
And I've just got to jump in because it is my nitpick that just drives me insane. CANON. CANON. Cannon, CANNON, is a big boom tube that shoots cannonballs. CANON is the group of accepted works that we accept to be canon, to be relevant, or a brand of camera. I'm sorry, that is the thing that drives me absolutely insane. CANON. Drop the extra N. Dear fucking Christ. Calm down.
Let's put the nail in the coffin here, because they say They say, in terms of overall consistency, every event they have made is irrefutably incongruent with the movies. Every single thing that George Lucas, before Disney owned Lucasfilm, is incongruent with the expanded universe. The clones didn't have chips. They have chips because of the prequels. The Mandalorians have a whole host of lore that is made irrelevant because of the prequels. Maul came back a different way, brought back by George Lucas in a totally different manner. Lucas retconned and changed a lot of things in expanded universe before Disney was even in the picture. So if you want to point to incongruency, it happened under George Lucas. When Disney purchased it, they then stamped a definitive canon, and they established a story group to maintain that continuity and congruency. You, sir, have showed up to a battle of wits, severely unarmed. Do we have any guesses for the silhouettes?
Also, sorry, Spooky Kitty. I didn't realize that would be such a trigger for me.
I said Han Solo.
I'm thinking...
Malik says K-Vess. It's an interesting guess.
I was going to say Rey, but I don't think it is. Because I was thinking about when she first gets out of the Star Destroyer and she has a drink, but I don't think her arm's angled up that way.
Also, just let him keep going. I'll take the engagement. Does anybody need the background? Because it's really a gimme if I give you.
I really do. Yeah, this one's. I feel like I'm.
Choco, do you need the background? I'm pretty sure you should know this.
No, I don't have it. I can picture the frame, but it's still the silhouette.
All right.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
I should have fucking said it. I should have said it. I hate this game, man.
Oh, this game's awesome.
I'm going to say it out loud, Dr. Afra.
Yes.
My girl.
Because when we played it last week and I had the backgrounds intact from the get-go, everyone's, oh, yeah, this, that's that. And so I was like, okay, how do we make this a little bit more of a challenge? That is, in fact, Afra. I even erased the
in my head, I was thinking it's someone with a hood and goggles on it, and all I could think of was Mara Jade, but I knew it wasn't Mara Jade, and I couldn't think of someone else with that on their head.
Yeah.
Also, how do y'all pronounce her first name? Shelley or Chelly?
Chelly.
I try to say in between, I try to use a CH, but it's really soft CH.
Yeah, because I was calling her Shelley.
I say it
and
with
someone
Chelly
looked at me
because-
like I punched him in the face.
I say it with Chelly because of the audiobook, but they typically say it along with... they typically say it in conjunction with her second name, Chelly Lona. So... but we know how, like... the pronunciation of Markion and Marcion can differ across books because...
Oh, when I first read the audiobook, I was like, wait, what's going on here? Like, that threw me for a loop.
I will say also, like, just to kind of, like, you know, toot our own horn, like, this is the wrong podcast to show up and think you know. Like, apart from me and Choco, we have Cosmos, we have Kenny, we have this entire community knows their shit. So you have walked into like a saloon and everybody's got their shooters up and they're like,
To put it in retrospect, everyone else here are all big gamble players. I am literally just the waiter taking the orders. I can destroy it by myself with no assistance whatsoever.
It's funny because, like, I've read hundreds of Legends books and hundreds of canon books. He hasn't read many of either, and you can tell. I mean, he tossed Wildcard as his name.
He probably read the Wikipedia summary.
Yeah. So anyone who claims that canon is inconsistent, they're usually someone that doesn't read canon books, is unaware that there are
Assuredly.
hundreds of them. Yeah. And then anyone who thinks that the EU was consistent has only read maybe the highlights or the top selling books, but wasn't in the muck with the rest of us.
Well, here's the thing: you can be ignorant of legends, and you can be ignorant of canon in favor of either or. But to be ignorant of both and have that confidence is remarkable. Oh my gosh, it's like, oh man, it reminds me of that clip that was going around about Destiny and his one interlocutor where he was like, "Oh, Destiny, this must be hard on you. I've read every single philosophical treatise." And Destiny's like, "What's categorical imperative?" And he's like, "Huh?" And he's like, "Didn't you read all?" He's like, "I've read a lot, but..." So it's just
Not that one.
unfortunately, our time is up, your time is up, and you've not delivered anything of substance that, well, really is worth taking seriously. So
Also, Wildcard, you did it again. Drop that extra N, and I'll consider hearing you out. But not until you can spell canon correctly. I'm sorry, man.
shout out to all the Dyad monsters in the chat.
Also, if before they sold to Disney, Lucasfilm actually released a reader's companion to the expanded universe, which clearly states that it's not canon. So yeah, he's like, what about the everyone who is capable of determining what is and is not canon has been very clear, even prior to Disney. In fact, George Lucas was going to wipe it all away anyways if he didn't decide to sell.
For sure.
I only saw that very recently. That conversation, was it with Leyland Chi that said that they were potentially going to scrap the EU back as early as like 2010? I think it was.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I only saw that recently. That was a conversation that was going around a couple of months ago. I just missed it apparently. But yeah, I had no idea about that.
And I don't care what channels say. I care what Lucasfilm says. So you have bad sources, and that's okay.
I mean, before we end this, I'm just gonna pull up a source. For
Like I said,
shits and giggles.
I'm just the bartender. I'm just back here watching all this shit happen. I'm fine with it right now.
I mean, it is what it is.
Welcome back to
right?
the Star Wars.
I just gotta find the
The US beat Paraguay 4-1. Jesus.
Damn.
Wow.
Don't get me wrong, you're able to love Disney canon, but they do retcon the movies. What's funny is, like, when you read the Heir to the Empire trilogy, like, there's a whole part where Leia talks about meeting her mom and how she had to go in hiding, and she was like but she talks about, you know, growing up with her mom, and that's because the prequels weren't written yet. Actually, when the prequels were being written, a lot of expanded universe stories just broke because there was very little consistency.
All right, let's
They couldn't even finish the clone troopers like story because it absolutely broke. She couldn't finish the series.
Let's take a look at this video from 9 years ago.
Kind of like a junior in high school going
We gotta find it first.
telling stories, and I can draw. So there
Is this the
seemed to
part?
be a group effort of people that by taking what Georgia taught me, then they and because I came onto Clone Wars with no ambition of capitalize onto this day, as far as he milked that for what it was worth on Henry Gilroy. And
They've been operating like
there have been so many people that have contributed in a big way to really leading that charge, which on what I'm doing, and and I think everybody's contributing. So I want Lucasfilm to always be what.
I wish I had
into,
this. I'm gonna save this.
The canon storytelling,
Mm-hmm.
pool. That was something that doing the social for Star Wars for years, I saw a huge demand for. People wanted, of all of the Legends storylines that they wanted to continue, that was the one that I saw the most of, and you did it. I wasn't in the room at Celebration, but I was out on our stage, and seeing people absolutely lose it was like, I teared up. Like, it was so touching. How do you approach bringing something like that in and giving people what they have been begging for and what you think and what they'll love without it being just fan service?
Well, it comes up because it's important to the story, and so it's not fan service at its inception point. You know that having Thrawn would be a good idea, and like I said, Kiri Hart and I really liked the character, and we're thinking of a way to include him from the first season, but it had to be special and have its own space, and we had to figure out how he would fit in, and we don't want to defeat him every week, and there's a lot of important things to input. I mean, it's a funny thing, having been here a while and actually telling Star Wars stories. I'm in a very odd, unique position, which is that there's this notion that everything changed and when everything became Legends, and I can see why people think that. But having worked with George, I can tell you that it was always very clear, and he made it very clear, that the films and the TV shows were the only thing that he considered canon. That was it. Mm-hmm. So everything else was a world of fun ideas, exciting characters, great possibilities, but the EU was created to explore all those things. And I know, and I fully respect people's opinion about it, that some of the material said the next canon part of it, okay, but from the filmmaking world that I was brought into, the TV series, the films were it. Mm-hmm. They were set in stone. So it was not a big change for me when everyone was saying everything's Legend status now. I'm like, yeah, that's what I've always understood. It's all Legend status. What I've been able to do on Clone Wars is the same thing that George was doing in the prequels, which is, George, Ayla Secura. Ayla Secura gets pulled out of the comic books, and now she's walking in the Jedi Temple. In Clone Wars, there were several things from the expanded universe that, hey, we need a gang. We need another kind of mafia group, not just the Hutts. Okay, Black Sun. What about Black Sun? Let's look at that. That exists. And I've always leaned towards if we're going to create something, we should check and see if it existed already to the fans, because it has way more value if we bring that in. And It's like, why would I just replace it with something new? So if we're going to do an admiral, if we're going to do a big military leader, I could create a new guy, sure. But what about Thrawn? Thrawn is great. Thrawn is a character we all know. Thrawn has a lot of credibility. So then you ask yourself, is it right to use him? And can we use him in a way that's similar to the books? Or are we using him and it's going to go completely into left field? And there have been times when we wanted to use things from the EU, and I was like, yeah, but we can't use it that way, so why? I don't want to use it and change it. Mm-hmm. I don't want to use it and make it something completely different. That's rude.
Yeah, no, I think that's good enough. And also, if you ever watch the behind the scenes of the Clone Wars, again, this is well before selling to Disney, they make it very clear that the expanded universe was not canon, and that it was actually Dave who would introduce ideas from the expanded universe to George, because George didn't care. A great example of this would be the Zygerian slaver arc. That's actually a comic. The Zygerians existed. They didn't look like that. They were humans. Also, they put Ahsoka in the most atrocious outfit of all time. I don't know if you've seen it. It's literally disgusting. But Dave Filoni actually invited the writer of that comic, to help with the episode, because he actually used to work on the show, so he at least knew what they would do, and so they retooled it so that it would fit into canon. But I think that's I think that about handles it. I mean, this person does not know enough. They don't have enough information themselves. They're going to regurgitate what they have heard other people say. They don't care about sources or information or facts. So it is what it is.
Their comments are so word salady. I've forgotten what their original point was. Like,
their point is Disney bad.
I can't follow
Disney bad.
I can't follow the logic anymore, and it's that kind of thinking, them not understanding what canon is and the difference between canon and legends, and taking things from one and putting it in the other, or referencing something that came before. It's that kind of misunderstanding of it which made so many people mad about the Acolyte and started saying, "Oh, this breaks canon." It's because you don't understand it. When I said, "Oh, it only breaks canon if you don't understand the canon," Exhibit A. Right here.
Yeah, but there's also weird takes like, oh well, George helped work on it. Which there's a few things that George did in the expanding universe that George did, lend a hand
George really
not
liked,
most of it.
George really liked the Grogu puppet, so okay, Grogu's canon.
I'm gonna
the logic we're working with. Like,
I'm gonna give some
well,
insight here.
But like, there's literally zero logic to George approved of it. That makes it no. He can approve of things that aren't canon.
So I'm gonna lend some added insight here as someone who has worked in a studio that white labeled for a lot of IPs, including Terminator, including Teletubbies, including Broad City, and a whole other things. We go through approval processes as well, but all of our games that we made in conjunction with those licensing efforts was not official. George has to approve because he owns Lucasfilm, and he has to sign off on anything that they license out, including the name Star Wars, to people who want to write a book. That does not mean that they get to enter his canon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, just a word of advice, and this might help you going forward. If you're going to provide a source, the only valid sources in deciding what is and isn't canon are individuals that are able to decide what is and isn't canon, right? So don't quote me an author or someone. If that person cannot determine whether or not the project is canon, then that source is pointless. But there's also a whole section. It's called Canon and Continuity. It's in the beginning of the reader's companion to the expanded universe. It's a book that is meant to help people understand the EU.
Published.
Spoiler alert.
Before Disney bought Lucasfilm.
Spoiler alert. It's not canon. But good luck with that. Anyways, where can everyone find your content, good sirs?
Go ahead, Cabos.
Oh, sorry, I was waiting for you. Sorry. You can find me on YouTube and TikTok now under the same banner of Cubcos Cantina. A little bit of a rebrand, make everything the same across all the channels. If you want to come listen to me talk about Zero Company for probably like nearly 2 hours of videos, head over to YouTube, because I've been obsessed with all the news we've been getting about that game over the last week with Summer Game Fest. A lot of cool stuff about that game. I am so excited for it. So yeah, TikTok, YouTube, Cubcos Cantina.
And now to Super Mario.
I have the hat inside. I should have wore it for this podcast. But hi, everybody. My name is Kithkari. You can solely find me on TikTok. All I do is talk Star Wars. That's it. I love talking Star Wars. If you want to have fun conversations, hit me up. If you want to know more interesting people, hit me up. I'm literally within one of the few groups that have some of the best content creators we've ever had when it comes to Star Wars, anything nerdy. Everyone's fair. Everyone's good. Hit me up if you have any questions. TikTok, Kithkari.
I have a request.
Oh, God.
Make clear what is this web of Kingdom Hearts lore. You might break through on that side of the talk.
That's a really good point. Really good way to look at it. But there is no way to break through the web unless you play the games.
Well, no, I mean, just make it educational, right?
No.
Start
I think
on
lore
one side.
videos. Yeah.
I'm currently listening to the story so far, Kingdom Hearts video on YouTube. It is 6 hours long. I'm 3 hours through it, and I'm more lost than I was when I began it.
Here's
and
my-
keep in mind,
Okay.
I have played these games, and I am
hold on.
still so
Here's a chief concern of mine. Is there a point where you can make a video and say, this is the start of Kingdom Hearts?
No.
No.
Like, not even from, like, the first Kingdom Heart?
The
Nope.
first Kingdom Hearts isn't the
So,
first Kingdom Hearts
is it-
anymore.
Is it kind of like Dune, where like where it starts, there's already like 1,000 years
Think-
of lore?
Yes.
No. Think
Oh,
more
kind of.
Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, that's
yeah.
good. That's a good.
But there's
yeah.
still things that you can pick and choose to explain.
True, but depends on which game you want to start off with. Do you
Well,
want to
I'm
go
not
off the originals, or
I'm
do
not
you
asking
want to
you
go
to
off
start-
the? Okay.
I'm not asking you to start anywhere in the Silmarillion. Let's just say, let's talk about, the Balrog in the Mines of Moria. You know what I mean? Just pick something.
Well,
Yeah,
the bell.
Start small.
Yeah.
Episode 1. What is Kingdom Hearts? No, wait, no. Pick something simpler. That's the thing. Like, even if someone asks you, Karen asked me yesterday, "What is Kingdom Hearts?" And I was like, "How long do you have?" Because it's actually not very clear.
Is there
It really isn't.
is there a singular premise like the Force, for example?
In Kingdom Hearts,
It's all about the heart, and I'm not talking about
Explain
the physical, not the physical manifestation
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
thing
yeah.
that's in our bodies. Talking about the light in the heart.
So start
Yeah,
with that
that-
video. All I'm saying
I
is
can do that.
All I'm saying is there's how you guys talk about Kingdom Hearts. There's a whole host of videos that I could think of that you could do that possibly.
I can name one
breaks
person
through.
right now who's got even a better lore than me, easily, and that's
I don't care
Sawyer.
about them. I care
She-
about you.
Okay.
Right? We
Okay.
have
I want to
millions,
see. I want to see some Kenny Kingdom Hearts stuff.
We have millions of
Oh,
Star
God.
Wars
That'd be
heads on TikTok and YouTube, right? We only care about the voice that we can contribute, right? So
Okay.
just make the
Okay.
video or videos. Anyways, shout out to Dyad Monsters in the chat, including Wildcard. We love you. Thank you for your efforts. VGC, Xanatos, the Lord Goob, E.J. Nathan CT. Thank you for rocking with us this long. We'll be back next week for the next episode of Dyad in the Forest. Choco, any final thoughts?
Yeah, everything that guy said is wrong. But you know, I wish to have the confidence of someone who's that wrong so often. That's crazy. Anyways, stay frosty, friends. We love it.
That's it. On to the next one.
For light and for life.
We are all.
We are the Republic.
And referencing something from the expanded universe does not make that source canon.
Is
Bye,
he
all.
still going on?
He's still going. He's still going.
Oh my God.